Greetings, it's Bree from Bree Spirit God Insight. A while ago, I changed my name from Bree Spirit God Tarot to Bree Spirit God Insight because I knew at some point I would be not only doing tarot readings or general tarot readings, but I also wanted to incorporate some of the things that I've learned along my spiritual journey, some of my experiences, and things of that nature. So if you are subscribed to me already due to my tarot, I'm sorry if this is not the content that you wanted to see, but I still am doing tarot readings. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button because I will be making a lot of videos, like I said, on some of my experiences, providing a lot of insight and things I've learned along my journey. So today I am going to be talking about how I achieved painless birth or labor for 36 hours. Like, I still can't believe it myself. So anyways, if you see me looking down, it's because I wrote down all of the things that I incorporated into my experience that helped me along my journey. A lot of these things are optional, but I am going to provide a base for you all and how you can achieve a painless birth. So basically, before I begin, I incorporated the idea of hypnobirthing. Now, if you've never heard of this technique, it's basically putting yourself in a self hypnosis state to relax yourself, to kind of envision and kind of just be in the present moment of when you're giving birth. I do feel like that is very important because your body, your instincts, and your child is communicating with you as you're going through the labor process. Okay, so I know a lot of us, especially me, myself, speaking from experience, my mom, my aunts, my friends that have had children before me, everybody was like, oh, having a child is so painful, blah, 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 blah. We see all these movies and we see these women screaming and crying and hollering and acting up, acting crazy when they're in labor. And so those things do program our minds to really believe that labor is meant to be painful, but that is not true. I feel like it's important to understand that it is definitely mind over matter. If you program your mind to think a certain way, to believe certain things, your body will respond based off of those beliefs. So first, I'm going to go into how to reprogram the mind. So for one thing that helped me dramatically, and it's very, very simple. Instead of saying pain, you say pressure. Instead of saying contractions, you say pressure waves. That has a humongous effect on how you experience your birth. Also, another thing that's very important is affirmations, okay? Affirming, reprogramming the mind with the new thoughts that you wish to have. Now, before I go into the affirmation process, I do feel like it's important to face your fears in regards to childbirth. There are some different techniques that I'm going to explain to you all that I'm going to allow you all to look into on your own if you're interested. But I use EFT tapping techniques, and basically when you EFT tap, a lot of times you tap on certain pressure waves, or you can tap, a lot of people tap on their hand on this part. And basically you say what your beliefs are, and then you reprogram that belief, okay? And then after you do that, then what you're going to do is affirmize. Now, there's a bunch of videos on childbirthing affirmations. There's even videos on YouTube where women have shared their affirmations, things that they said while they were in childbirth, to help them. But for me, what really helped me is to realize that your body as a woman is meant to carry life, and it's meant to birth that life without it being a dramatic process or without it being a painful process. It's meant to be something of nature, something that happens, something that your body is very, very capable of doing. So some of the affirmations that helped me were, my body is meant to birth my baby naturally, and every pressure wave is bringing my baby closer and closer to me. Okay, so that's how you realistically have to see it. Also, another important tip or understanding to this process is that you have to take it one pressure wave at a time. If you think too far ahead and you're like, oh, this is my first child, because I know they have this belief where they're just like, oh, you know, if it's your first child, you're going to be in labor for a really long time. And it's your first labor or your first birthing experience, they always say, is the hardest, right? So you want to deprogram that thought by realizing that you literally have to take it one pressure wave at a time. So one cool thing about birth is that your body allows you time to regather yourself, okay? So you have a pressure wave, and what happens is it slowly moves up, and then you hit a plateau, and then it goes down, okay? So it's not like it's this intense pain, because remember, it's not pain, it's pressure, okay? You have this, it's not like you have this pressure, intense pressure just happening and continuously building up without breaks in between, okay? So you want to, what I did was, when I felt a pressure wave starting to build, I would start to breathe in very deeply and just relax my body. Okay, and it's also important to know where in your body you tense up more. I think we all know, just like if you get scared or someone startles you, you know, like what part of your body tenses up. It's usually the shoulders, your feet curl, your hands may tighten up, your eyes even, things of that nature. You want to recognize where you tense up at and start to work on not allowing those areas to tense up, especially while you're in that process, because that's sending signals to your body, you know, that aren't gonna make it painless for you, you know. So what I did was, is like I said, I would deep breathe in very deeply, and when you deep breathe, you should feel your stomach filling up with air, and then release. And I would just keep doing it, and I would just stay focused on the breathing and not on the pressure. And then you plateau for a minute, not very long. As you go, gradually move into the laboring process, it does get a bit more intense, but it's honestly not that bad. It really isn't, I promise. So you just want to breathe in and make sure you're breathing very deeply, in and out, and you're focusing on paying attention to your body and paying attention to, or thinking, visualizing your baby moving down, okay? Because even though we're taking it one pressure wave at a time, we don't want to be in the mindset where like, this is going to take forever, or this is taking too long, you know? So in that belief, it is important to be present, okay? Important to be present throughout your whole labor experience. Not to focus on time, how long you've been in labor, you know, things of that sort. Because then you get drained and you get tired, and it just, you know, it just makes it more complicated than it has to be. So you want to make sure you stay in the present moment. Okay, also another tip is, if you are still carrying, or even if you're not carrying, but you know you do want to experience a painless birth, you want to make sure you talk to your body. And if you are pregnant or if you are carrying, you want to talk to your child too, because they do very much listen to you. They listen to how you're allowing your body to respond to the process, how all of those things. So you just want to talk to your baby and tell your baby how you want your both laboring experiences to be, right? Because it's not just you, your baby, your body, your instincts, all of those things are working together to give birth to this new life, right? So now that we have that out of the way, I'm just going to re-go over the things that I've said. So just remember, everything is mind over matter. Make sure to interpret labor as pressure and not pain. Also, affirmations is going to be very helpful to you. Reprogramming the mind in general is going to be very important. Remembering to take it one pressure wave at a time and not to think too far ahead. Also, learning to relax the body and talking to your child. Okay, now, so setting the mood for the laboring process. Okay, so whether you're going to have your baby in a hospital or you're going to have your baby at home, I actually did both. That was not my plan. I will be making a part 2 of my actual birthing experience, how everything went, what I did, and how I incorporated all these things along the 36 hours of the time I was in labor, things of that such, if anyone is interested in that. And so you want to set the mood. You want to make sure wherever you're having your child, you are comfortable. So whatever makes you comfortable, okay? I recommend to cleanse your space. Even if this just means not allowing people who are not in alignment with how you want to perceive your birthing experience. So if you have people, family members who want to be in the room, but they're just like, there's no way you're going to have your child without pain. Don't let them in. Do not let them into your space. Okay, that's going to be important because that energy does sit in that room where you're going to be having your child. And whether or not you believe that to be true or not, that energy could affect you. But some of the things that I did was I saged my area. I had incense going. I had some good music. I did do a guided meditation. If anyone is interested in that, I know they sell some hypnobirthing audio books and audio like guided meditations that you can use. I found one actually on YouTube that was free and it was cool. And what I did was, around the time when I knew I was going to be going into labor, I started listening to it every night before I went to sleep. Every night. Okay, so I had that thing going on, and I did that for part of my birthing experience, but I honestly felt more comfortable with playing one of my favorite songs, which is Asleep by Anna Wise. That song just makes me feel very serene. It makes me feel very relaxed, very calm, very just like comfortable. That song is always, even before I had my daughter, that was my favorite song. So it made me feel comfortable, and that's what I decided to play instead. Also, this next tip is going to be completely optional, but I had a Selenite wand that I used, and I put it on my tummy as I was experiencing my pressure waves. And I charged it with intentions before I actually used it during my labor experience. I will be doing a video on how to charge crystals for certain intentions, for using it for certain things. If anyone is interested in that, that will be a future video. So again, if you are not interested in tarot, but you are interested in some of the things that I am talking about today, make sure to subscribe because a lot of other insightful type of videos will be coming out. So yeah, I used my Selenite wand and I charged it with the intention for it to help me, to give it to give me the strength, for it to give me the source's strength, angels, ancestors, whatever you want to call them, that kind of strength to allow me to persist through in what I was doing. Also, I drank water. Now, I know in the hospital they do not allow you to do this, which I feel is so stupid, but it just is what it is. If you're at home, I would recommend, even if you do decide, look, I want to go to the hospital and have my child, I would recommend personally for you to labor at home. And once you feel, because you will know, your body will tell you, your child will tell you, your instincts will definitely tell you when it's time. Okay, but I would recommend to stay home and be in your comfort, the comfort of your room, the comfort of your bed, you know. But stay hydrated, okay? Also, when you're drinking this water, one thing that helped me too is I would drink the water and I would envision as I'm drinking the water, it's moving down my body and it's opening me up more, and it's allowing my muscles to soothe, or my bones, my muscles, whatever, to soothe down there, so that it would be an easier process of me pushing her out in the end. Also, I recommend home birth or home laboring at least, because if you want, you can always take a bath. Now, at some points, I won't lie, it did get kind of intense, and I was like, fuck this shit, and I made me a bath, and basically, I didn't know this at the time, but I used hot water. And it really helps. It was beautiful, but it slows down your pressure waves. No contractions, sorry. But it does slow down the process, so be mindful of that. But one thing that I do know is if you use warm water, it will soothe you, but it will also not really, you know, stop the process or slow down the process. Also, another tip is laughter, okay? If you can have someone around you in your atmosphere who makes you laugh, who, even if you watch a favorite video when you feel like things are getting intense, a comedian of some sort that you really enjoy that makes you laugh, just something that makes you laugh. I feel like it's important because you want to keep your vibrations high, because your body, your baby, everything around you is responding based off of your I lost my track of mind. But it's responding based off of your energy. So you want to make sure you're in a high vibrational state and you're feeling good, you're amped up, you like, I got this, I can do this. You know, you want to have people around you who are very supportive in that way, and also have people around you who make you laugh, because I don't want to say distracting, but it does, in a sense, kind of distract you when you feel like things are just getting a little too intense. Also, another concept that I had in mind that I actually didn't get to use was orgasmic birth. Now, I'm going to make a video about this, but basically I had a vibrator on hand that I could use at any given time if I felt like I needed that, because you have to understand when you are experiencing these pressure waves, you can use this energy and channel it into something else. And women, without even trying, have had orgasms during their laboring process as well. Basically, if you're not comfortable with that idea, because I know that's kind of weird for some people, if you have a partner, or just even, yeah, I want to say partner because it's kind of weird, but yeah, if you have a partner or your significant other, you can do kissing, touching, kind of bonding, that sort of thing, to bring on that serotonin. I think that's the appropriate hormone for happiness, to bring that on so that it makes it a lot less intense for you. And you just feel more safe, and your baby feels more safe. And because you and your baby feel more safe, it makes the laboring process go so much more smoothly. Also, another important tip is to listen to your instincts. If your body, if your mind, whatever is telling you, I need some fresh air, go get some fresh air. If your body is telling you, I'm hungry, I need to eat, get something to eat. If your body is telling you, I need to drink water, drink water. I promise you, when you are experiencing labor, your body, your instincts are so heavy and intense. It's just like if you just release and surrender to your body, and release and surrender to your child, because your child also knows, because it's inside of you. It knows how to navigate its way out with the help of your body, with the help of your mind. But listen to your body. It will tell you what you need. I promise you, it will tell you what you need. Also, one last tip before I go is, I feel it is important to stand up when you are about to give birth, okay? And even while you're in the laboring process, okay, you want to move your body around, move your hips around, dance in between pressure waves if you can, get up, jog in place if you can before pressure waves, do squats. I had a exercise ball and I was rolling on it and you know, bouncing on it and all kind of stuff, you know. Make sure you're not just laying there, okay? If that's what your body is telling you to do, of course listen, but it is important, I feel, to be active during your birthing or your laboring experience, because your body is moving that baby down, and as you're moving and you're moving your body certain ways and doing certain things, you're helping that process, okay? So I really hope that this helps you all. Like I said, I will be making a part 2 on my actual experience, how everything went for me, how and why I didn't get to experience home birthing all the way completely through, things of that nature. Also, if you are not interested in tarot, but you're interested in these kind of talks, please be sure to subscribe, because I will be doing a lot more of these. I will be doing manifestation stories, tips, some of the beliefs that I have that help me, things of that sort. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.